Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have the top 5 again. Yes, the top 5 most played tanks in Blitz for the last update. Most of these are always the same, to be fair. You might get one or two that drop in and out every update, but yeah, a lot of them are the same. So coming in at number 5 is the YAG Panza E100. So yeah, the last very popular tank for the last update. In fact, 3.18 million battles was played in this tank the last update. So pretty big numbers. We are looking at pretty big numbers, but yeah, 3.18, and this is the last. This is last in 5th place, not last, but you know, 5th place in this video. So the YAG Panza has always been a popular tank. To be fair, it is a popular tank. It's not as easy as it looks to play. Honestly, it's a great tank when it goes right, but not always does it go right. The armor profile is okay, again, but you have to be angled correctly. It's same as an E100. The E100 can be a great armor if you are angled correctly, but it's not always the case. It's very slow. If a medium or even a heavy tank manages to get behind you, then already you can kind of wipe that game off and think, right, it's game over, because yeah, there's not too much you can do once they go past you. So very popular tank the last update. I reckon the next update it probably won't be in the list, but yeah, it actually beats tanks like the KV2, which has always been a popular tank. So that then leads me on to tank number 4. Tank number 4 is the Tiger 1. Now again, this tank is always on the list. It's always on the list, most popular, most played, because it is really the tank that everyone wants. You know, it's unique, it's got a history, it's one of the most famous tanks in the world. Yeah, and 3.19 or 3.19 million, so 3.19 million battles have been played on this tank. In this tank over the last update. So only just beats the YAG Panza E100, but normally this is kind of up there at the top, to be fair. But sometimes when we do see like events or anything like that, or when Wargaming give away free tanks, then yeah, you do see these kind of tanks sort of drop the list. But yeah, the Tiger 1 is a fantastic tank. Obviously, if you come up against tier 8, it's not as strong as it is, but when you come up against tier 6, it's very strong. The armor profile is very solid. But yeah, as soon as people know how to deal with the Tiger 1, it isn't like crazy. The armor profile got updated like a while ago, and you know, you can get bounces. This game here, you can just see I've just bounced that YAG Panza there, and I've bounced 12, well, it says 1200 on there, but it says 1000 on the side, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah, every time I do this video, the top 5 every single update. Obviously, I do this video every update just to keep you guys in the loop. What is popular? What are people still playing? Is it the same? And sometimes you might have a change, you know. These top 5 that you're seeing now may not even make the top 10 in the next update. And, you know, it all depends on what's popular at this moment in time. But I'd expect the Tiger 1 to sort of always be in that top 5, because, you know, you get new players in the game, and more important, you get new players in the game all the time, and a lot of them, if they like their history, will want the tank. So yeah, Tiger 1 at number 4. Let's move on to tank number 3. So again, like the Tiger 1, this is always in that list as well. Again, I love this tank, the E100. Now, 3.84 million battles, so quite actually quite a lot more than the Tiger 1. And again, it's not because it's a fantastic tank. It's a very difficult tank to play, and I've always said that it is a noob man's tank. You play it wrong and it feels like a poor tank. You're up against it on the enemy team and they don't know what to do. It's an easy tank to deal with, and more so it's important, more so it's popular, and that probably has something to do with the Tiger 1, and that is what I say all the time. People want to get the Tiger 1, they want to play the Tiger 1, and of course, once you play the Tiger 1 for so long, you then start grinding up, so you get the Tiger 2, the E75, etc. And of course, the top of the tree is, of course, this E100. But in the right hand, again, this is one of my go-to tanks. I love playing the E100. If you can angle it correctly, if you can angle your turret correctly, it's amazing. It really, really is. But things can still go wrong in the tank. You know, if you don't angle the way that you need to angle, you can really, really go wrong in the tank. But in a normal hands, it is a fantastic tank, and it's always going to be popular, not because it is a fantastic tank, but more so because I think the Tiger 1 is popular. And the more people play the Tiger 1, ultimately they're going to grind the line, and then they're going to get the tier 10. So I think that's the only reason the E100 is so popular. It's because of that Tiger 1, but I could be wrong, but that's where I'm going, and that's what I'm sticking with. So again, quite a big difference from the E100 to the Tiger 1, and then there's even more difference from the E100 to the tank number 2. So let's move on to see what is second in the most popular tanks, or the most played tanks over the last update. And coming in at number 2 is the Death Star. You know, I still think that this is one of the most played tanks ever. I know we do these videos where we talk about each update, but that's the only stats we got. Wargaming don't release the stats of what is the most played tank, or what is the most popular tank. The difference is, just to let you know, guys, some of you might get confused. So when we do these videos of most popular tank and most played tank, so when we talk about the most played tank, we're talking about how many battles have been played in the tank. But when we talk about the most popular tank, we're talking about how many different players are playing the tank. So there is a little bit of difference, you know, because there could be a more popular tank with more players, but they're actually playing it less. They might just have one battle in the tank, but there could be fewer players playing the tank, but playing it for longer. So that's the difference between most popular and most played. So we are actually looking at most played tanks in this video. So the Death Star is actually top when it comes to most played and most popular. And again, like I always say, that's only for one reason, and that's the gun. You know, well, not even just the gun, it's more the alpha. It's all about the alpha with this tank. The fact that you could do 1600 damage per shot with the Hesh and the Hesh pen, that is why people want it. People don't even look really at the other side of it. Actually, the tank sucks. Like, it really does suck. If you might only be able to get one shot off a game, but that one shot could do 1500 damage. Or you might only be able to do 2 shots, but a lot of people are happy to do 2 shots because that potentially is 3000 damage. Like a medium or a heavy tank has to really work for that 3000 damage. This tank, 2 shots and you're done. Literally 2 shots and you've got your damage. People do focus you, and you do have to bear that in mind, because you can change the outcome in one shot. Like that shot I had on the E4 earlier, 1200 damage. That also that takes half of his hit points, and already it's like, you know, he could be dead. So we are going to attempt HE there, and that's the other thing that you've got to sacrifice as well. You do have to. It's a high risk, high reward. You either go for the HE and try and do 1500 damage, but then only do 200, or you just go for the AP and then you can do sort of 800-900 to 1000 damage. So it's up to you if you want to risk it or not. Like here, I'm not going to risk it. You know what? I'm just going to go for the AP, and I mean, look, still 900 damage. So the Death Star, 5 million battles played the last update. So not quite double the E100, but that is a massive difference. 1.2 million difference. 1.2 million battles difference compared to tank number 3. So if this is number 2 at 5 million battles, what is at number 1? Now, I was actually shocked that this is the most popular tank. No, this is the most played tank in the game right now. So the Death Star, 5 million battles. The Silencer, tier 7. A tier 7 nobody, really. 5.93 million battles played. That is crazy numbers for a premium tank. Like, honestly, that is absolutely crazy numbers. Why is it so popular? Well, the reason being is obviously the new season started where you can get the 3 tanks. This was the first tank that you can get, and actually it is quite easy to get this tank. So yeah, I'm still gobsmacked that this tank is there. Normally, it's a free tank, that like a Christmas tank, you know, like a Frosty. Tanks that Wargaming give away for free. Wargaming don't give away these for free. You can get it for free, but they don't just give it away. You still got to do things to earn the parts needed to be able to get the tank. But yeah, I'm shocked at how many battles. I'm shocked that it is number 1. But you know, it's 5.93 million battles. That's almost 1 million battles more played in this tank than the Death Star, which is absolutely astronomical fucking numbers. It really is. I'm absolutely gobsmacked that this is the most played tank in the game. So let me know, are you shocked about any of these numbers? Are you shocked about any of these tanks? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm Meadsy, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.